In 1964, a secretary in Detroit walked into a Ford dealership with $2,400 and walked out with what would become a $200,000 investment. She didn't know it yet, but she had just bought a piece of automotive history that would make her rich. This isn't a story about luck. This is the story of how one man's insane idea turned regular people into accidental millionaires, while every automotive expert in America bet against him. April 17, 1964. A single car rolled off the assembly line that would change everything. Not just for Ford, not just for the auto industry, but for American culture itself. The Ford Mustang wasn't just transportation. It was a statement, a rebellion, a dream made affordable. But here's the crazy part. Almost nobody believed it would work. Picture this. It's 1962. America is obsessed with big, luxurious cars, chrome everywhere, fins, status symbols on wheels. Then, Lee Iacocca walks into a Ford boardroom with the most ridiculous idea anyone had ever heard. What if we made a sports car that normal people could actually afford? The room went silent. Sports cars were for rich people. Everyone knew that. A $10,000 Corvette wasn't exactly middle-class friendly. But Iacocca saw something nobody else did. The baby boomers were coming of age, they had money, they had attitude, and they definitely didn't want to drive their parents' boring sedans. The automotive establishment thought Ford had lost their minds. General Motors executives literally laughed at the idea. Chrysler called it a waste of resources. Industry analysts predicted it would sell maybe 100,000 units, if Ford was lucky. Why? Because conventional wisdom said Americans wanted practical family cars or luxury status symbols. There was no market for something in between. Ford was about to risk $75 million, that's over $600 million in today's money, on a car that would never sell. But here's where it gets interesting. Ford didn't just ignore the critics, they did something revolutionary. They actually listened to young people. Market research showed that 18 to 34-year-olds wanted something completely different. They wanted style, performance, individuality, and they wanted it without selling a kidney. So Ford created something that had never existed before, a car that looked like $1 million but cost less than $2,400. April 17, 1964. The Mustang goes on sale. Ford hoped to sell 100,000 in the first year. They sold 22,000 in the first day. By the end of year one, 418,812 Mustangs, the fastest-selling car in automotive history. But the real shock? Who was buying them? Teachers, secretaries, college students. People who had never owned a fun car in their lives were lining up with cash in hand. Ford had just discovered a market that didn't officially exist. Within 3 years, every major automaker was scrambling to create their own Mustang killer. 1967. Chevrolet Camaro, Pontiac Firebird 1968, AMC Javelin. The pony car wars had begun, and suddenly American streets were filled with affordable performance cars that would become legends. The Mustang didn't just succeed, it created an entire category that's still thriving today. But the Mustang's real superpower wasn't horsepower, it was cultural power. Steve McQueen made it cool in Bullitt. It became the hero car in countless movies. Rock stars drove them. Movie stars posed with them. The Mustang wasn't just transportation, it was a ticket to the American dream. And unlike other dream cars, this one was actually attainable. Here's what made the Mustang genius. Options. Want basic transportation? Start with the inline 6. Want some excitement? Add the 289 V8. Want to absolutely obliterate everything on the road? Meet the 427 side oiler. One platform, multiple personalities, something for everyone's budget and boldness level, but the real magic was in the design. Long hood, short deck, aggressive grille, that galloping horse logo. 6 decades later you can still instantly recognize a Mustang from a mile away. That's not accident, that's genius design DNA. The Mustang became Ford's testing ground for everything cutting edge. 1965, first factory-built GT package. 1969, Mach 1 with shaker hood scoop. 1993, SVT Cobra with hand-built engines. 2015, EcoBoost turbo technology. 2024, Dark Horse track package. Every innovation that matters in performance cars, The Mustang did it first, or did it better. For 50 years, the Mustang was America's best-kept secret. Then in 2015, Ford finally went global. Australia, best-selling sports car. Europe, outselling local competitors. Asia, creating new American car enthusiasts. The Mustang proved that great design transcends borders. Today's challenge: how do you keep a 60-year-old icon relevant? Ford's answer: evolution, not revolution. Electric Mustang Mach-E for the future. Traditional V8 models for the purists. Hybrid options for the practical, same DNA, new possibilities. Here's the truth about the Mustang's real impact. It didn't just change cars, it changed America. Before the Mustang, cars were appliances. After the Mustang, cars became expressions of personality. It created the idea that your car should reflect who you are, not just get you from A to B. Walk into any Mustang car show and you'll see something remarkable. 18-year-olds talking to 80-year-olds. Millionaires next to minimum wage workers, all united by 4 wheels and a galloping horse. The Mustang didn't just create customers, it created a family. So what can we learn from the Mustang's incredible story? Sometimes the experts are wrong. Sometimes taking risks pays off. And sometimes, just sometimes, one bold idea can change everything. The Ford Mustang proved that the American dream isn't just about making it big, it's about making it accessible. For 60 years, it's been saying the same thing to everyone who sees it: you deserve to feel alive behind the wheel. And that's a message that will never go out of style. What's your dream car story? Drop it in the comments below. And if this video changed how you see the Mustang, smash that like button and subscribe for more incredible automotive stories. Trust me, we're just getting started.